Hello and welcome. This is an algebra video. In this video, we're going to review solving two-step equations. This is page 10 of your quarter one Algebra 1 notebook. So just as a quick review of solving two-step equations, remember when I solve two-step equations, I'm following the order of operations, essentially backwards. So I like to write sad Meg. You can see there's GEMDAS. Well, I'm going backwards to solve my two-step equations. I have to get rid of subtraction. I will subtract or add first. Then I will divide or multiply exponents, then anything in the grouping symbols. So let's take a look at 30 minus 50 equals negative 47. Well, this is subtraction. I want to remove or add or subtract first. My goal is for 50 to be 0 on this side. So if it's minus 50, I'm going to use my inverse operation and I'm going to add 50 to both sides first. Negative 50 plus 50 is 0. And now I have 3x equals negative 47 plus 50, which is 3. I have multiplication and division. The opposite operation of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and x equals 3 divided by 3, 1. The key is I can always check these equations. If I substitute 1 and 4 into the original equation, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 50 is negative 47. There's no reason to get these incorrect. You can always prove your answers by substituting the value of x you find into the original equation. Alrighty. In this next one, I'm going to use that symmetric property and get all of my variables over here. This is a little bit of an extra step. I do need to combine my like terms. I have a plus 6x and a plus 2x. 6x plus 2x is 8x plus 3 equals 33. I now need to subtract add first. This is plus 3. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. I now have 8x equals 33 minus 3, which is 30. I will divide each side by 8 because the opposite or inverse operation of multiplication is division. 8 divided by 8 is 1, so I have x equals 30 divided by 8. I am going to simplify that by dividing the numerator and denominator by 2, and x equals 30 divided by 2, which is 15, over 8 divided by 2 is 4. I now have a fully simplified value. Please remember, I can substitute 15/4 in for x and x, add these together. If it equals 33, I'm correct. I have checked this answer, so I know 15/4 is correct. In number 3, I see subtraction. I'm going to use my inverse operation and add 14 to both sides. M divided by 3 is brought down because negative 14 plus 14 is 0. And 5 plus 14 is 19. Unlike my other problems where I had multiplication, in this case I have division. My inverse operation is multiplication. I will multiply both sides by 3. And I end up with the product of 19 times 3, which is 57. If I substitute 57, 57 divided by 3 is indeed 19. 19 minus 14 is 5. I know my answer is correct. All right, take a look at number 4. Addition, subtraction. I'm going to subtract both sides by 3. I have negative 1/4 x equals 10 minus 3, which is 7. I have a fraction multiplied by x. I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of negative 1/4. As you know from your properties, any number multiplied by its reciprocal results in 1. So x equals 7 times negative 4 over 1, which is negative 28. This is a proportion. I have a ratio written in fraction form equal to a ratio written in fraction form. If you remember anything about ratios or proportions, you know that the cross products are equal. So indeed, 11 times 30 equals 6 times x. And I like my variables over here on the left, so 6 times x is going to equal 11 times 30. That is going to make that an equation that is a little bit more approachable. So I now have 6x equals 330. Use my inverse operation of division, and I end up with x equals 330 divided by 6, which is 55. Last one in this video is number 6. 5 minus x equals negative 20. Addition, subtraction first. This is a plus 5, so I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. This subtraction sign comes down with the x. Negative x equals negative 20 minus 5, which is negative 25. This is really a negative 1 times x. So I need to get x by itself, so I will divide both sides by a negative 1, and x equals a positive 25. As always, if I substitute 25 here, 5 minus 25 is indeed negative 20. I highly recommend you practice by trying the try it problems. I am going to add in the answers. I'm going to pause the video and add the answers so you know what they are. And the notes will be linked on Schoology so you can see the work. Okay, I've just written in the answer. Number 1, you should get x equals 4, y equals 63, x equals 4, h equals 6, a equals negative 50, and x equals 4/15. Thanks so much.